Let's be turning in our Bibles to the 23rd Psalm, Psalm 23. Run across something that was kind of interesting to me recently. I want to share it with you. The story's told that some years ago, a man was walking down the road. His arms were full of packages. Then he suddenly tripped and he lost all of his packages. Well, a couple of people stopped by to help him gather up all of his things that he had dropped. And there was another individual who had been walking behind him who had not quite gotten there yet to help him gather up his packages. But he saw what happened. Well, as he was getting up to where the man fell, he looked down and there was the man's wallet. So he picked it up. And the man was already quite a ways ahead. So he took off in hot pursuit to catch this stranger, hoping to return an important item, the man's wallet. And he yelled out to this individual and finally got his attention. And when he reached him, he held out the wallet. And he says, "I'll never forget the look of surprise and relief and immense gratitude on the man's face." So he was still struggling with these packages. What began as following after the man turned into something quite unique. When we look at the 6th verse of the 23rd Psalm, it says, "Surely goodness and loving kindness will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." The word follow is a very interesting word. It denotes not the idea of casually following along, but it denotes the idea to follow after, to pursue, to run after, to chase, to attend closely, to be in pursuit, likened to a sheep or a wolf pursuing a sheep and a sheep being running. You know, God's goodness and love doesn't merely follow along at a casual pace, but it's there quickly. It's hurrying. It's kind of like whenever you go home and your little dog is there beating on the door and somebody opens the door and the little dog runs out. That's following, pursuing quickly. God's goodness and mercy is there for us all. And it's not something that just is there once in a while, but it's there always. In verse 1 of Psalm 23, it says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You have anointed my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and loving kindness rushes after me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." And that's the blessing of being a child of God. Doesn't matter what we run into in this life as we walk that path. God is always with us. If there is a need in your heart this evening that we can assist you with, please allow us to do so.